Alright, what's happening, fam? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, fam. Morning, Kishore, Johnny, Tyler, Felix, Yusuf, Badman, Simon, Lizzie, Redempto, Joseph, Leroy, Dragon, Robert, Aikawa, Omar, Peter, Sean, Nadia, Ismail, Kiki, Ronak, Omre, Habib, Nap channel, great to see you, my friend. Vase, Gavin, morning Krishna, morning Zex, Solo Polo, great to see you back, my friend. Wendy's, Walt, Conrad, New Trading, Dr. Trader, User, Ben, welcome everybody, welcome. What's up, Paul, CDP, Wisdom, Miha, great to see you, Ama, Austin. What's happening, fam? Mr. Wands, let's fucking go, man. Last trading day of the week. Let's freaking smash it, man. We've had a super great day yesterday. Crushed gold on Asia, crushed gold on New York. Ended up taking a long right here, right at the bottom. Close at here. Then, of course, gold has to move way higher, right? Basically, this trade here, I closed around 1.7 R. And this thing just basically flew after that. Rhyme Rocket, appreciate you subscribing, my friend. Welcome to the stream. Okay. I'm gonna begin the analysis soon. So let's freaking go, fam. What's up, Emmanuel? Good evening, my friend. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up. Get those likes up, fam. And also don't forget to subscribe because we are close to 4.5k, man, and I believe we're gonna hit that today easily, potentially even 4.6k. So definitely in the momentum phase right now. We are absolutely crushing it. So there's almost 180 of you guys here. Smash that thumbs up. Let's get to 100 likes in the next 5 minutes so I can start the analysis soon. Morning, Cass. Well, I'll wait for you guys to get the likes up. I'm gonna show something to you guys. Give me a moment. Alright, so don't forget to smash that thumbs up, fam. Let's get to 100 likes in the next couple of minutes. And I want to show it to you, the process we had yesterday, because we were still looking at the same key level, the previous daily point of control, previous day value high down yesterday. I was looking for this short, ended up waiting for a full confirmation, which it never gave the full entry, so ended up not taking this short, and glad I was patient because ended up just ranging for a whole London session before taking before dropping basically after that, as you can see from the previous day point of control. And yeah, this thing just dropped heavily after that and ended up taking this long here right at the high volume node that we had on the previous daily level. And look at that, man, straight up to TP. And then I decided to close my trade because if it would have pulled back to the previous day point of control and would have got rejected, I was looking for a short here. So ended up getting rejected. It was very nice. We were looking for short and ended up just keep pushing up more. And yeah, gold absolutely flew to the moon yesterday. And where is that? And you can see we have a full process, so it's not like random trades that we take, and even the feedback from the members are absolutely amazing. King, I don't know if you're here on the stream today, but he said best group ever. Just the thought that you're not relying on someone's signal is already a banger. It will make us all self-sufficient traders if we digest all the information that we are getting from here. And this guy has been absolutely locked in as well, killing it, learning day by day, just trying to gain value on a day-to-day basis. And of course Yusuf as well. In this group you will learn how to give signal, not copying signals, and Yusuf has been absolutely crushing it, man. And look at that, even more feedback from the members. This is my favorite group, that's why I try to help with my experience. Sometimes it's hard, but we're family and we print money. Absolutely crushing it. Dears, this group is not fake and not a scam as well. They're teaching you how to take trade professionally. I'm trading since 10 years and I didn't find some educational groups such as this one. So that's some words from the members itself, as you can see. And really proud of you guys that have been absolutely crushing it. And let's get right into the Goldie. Nice, we've already reached 72 likes, so smash that like button. Let's get those likes up till 100. Gonna increase your voice a little bit. It seems to be fine for everybody. Just increase your volume, bro. Maybe it's on your side. Alright, first of all, I want to start with the higher time frame because gold, with that push yesterday, did tap into that monthly supply wick to body that I mentioned yesterday. So if you were here on the stream, you guys remember that I talked about that monthly supply, the body, which was starting from 4539.7 and as you can see I have marked it up on the intraday time frame as well. So perfect tap yesterday on New York, and that was the perfect high as well. And for today, the key levels that I have marked up, first of all is the previous daily level. As you can see, I have marked up previous daily value high at 4512.9 and previous day point of control at 4492, and also the current weekly level. So the current weekly level, you take your fixed range volume profile, you draw it across from the weekly open, so on Monday Asia open, till today's open, and you will get the current weekly level. And as you can see, I've marked up the value high because it's very close to the point of control. And another reason that I have it marked up is you can see there's a very high volume here, the high volume node here, and it aligns quite well with the previous day point of control. So what does this mean? This means that we know that there's a lot of volume traded in this level, which will be this range basically, right? This whole range. That's why the previous daily point of control is there, because this is where the most volume has been transacted yesterday. And even on the previous daily volume profile, you can see that there's a high volume node here, there's a high volume node here, then the volume low volume node, so volume dried out, and then we have a big pump here, which is a lot of volume there. So we know this is gonna be a very interesting support in general. So either way, you can mark out the high volume node from current weekly level just to have a better perspective, which I'm gonna do for now. As you can see, aligns with the previous daily volume as well. And moving on, I want to talk about this high volume node as well on 15 minutes from previous daily volume profile. And the reason is that the price is holding from there for now. That doesn't mean that it can't break below. That means that so far it's using it as a support. If this break below, could easily be used as a resistance and drop lower. But I'm not going to take the trade from there because it's going to be very tight with risk to reward ratio, because previous day value high is gonna be there, and this one could easily bounce from here to go for that high again, or for that monthly supply again. And the 4 hour is still heavily overvalued, and we've seen, I've talked about this many times before, that when the 4 hour comes out of the valuation, oh man, we start to see some really nice push. I mean, look at this, undervalued for a couple hours or couple maybe days, and then when it came out of undervaluation, that's when it had that nice push to the upside, right? Overvalued, a little bit of a pullback because we were still in that kind of, you could say, uptrend there. So we still saw that pullback. Here, undervalued, as soon as it came out of it, boom. Here as well was undervalued, but since the candle flipped bullish here, this one came out of the undervaluation immediately. And as you can see, went crazy, went on a crazy run. So I'm looking for a similar thing here. Monthly supply tap, 4 hour overvaluation, daily overvaluation, as you can see, just came out of overvaluation on the daily time frame. So if this one definitely closed below the previous day point of control, or maybe even current day value high, I think there's a good chance this could go for a little bit of a deeper pullback. But am I expecting that move today? Nobody knows, bro. Nobody knows what's gonna happen. All I know is we have a 3 daily demand there, which it almost tapped into it, as you can see. But if the weekly closes here, so let's say today closes around this area, maybe ranges, whatever, right? We're gonna have a new weekly demand. If week closes like this, we have a rally, base rally type of demand. You see? Boom. So the pullback could come maybe next week. Who knows? Nobody knows. But I'm just saying this as a scenario mapping, because this could be a potential next week, maybe Monday and Tuesday give us that pullback, and then midweek reversal comes Wednesday, boom, Thursday and Friday. That could be a quite interesting overall week. So that's basically what I'm looking at for today. First, I want to see how it will react around the previous daily value high. 4-hour already took out the previous 4-hour high. So yeah, could be a drop from here if it goes below that high volume node, which it just did right now. So drop a 1 in the chat if the analysis made sense and it was clear to you guys. Morning King, how you doing, brother? Daily high volume node is the POC of the futures gold. Yeah, I mean, not gonna lie, this could be a nice potential short here, but again, risk to reward ratio is not there. But everything aligns. Below VWAP, a lot of sellers stepping in. Looks juicy to me. But again, I will be a little bit patient today. This could be a move after 4-hour, who knows? Maybe it could close around this area, the next 4-hour comes, take out the lows, tap into the previous day value high, and then reverse. So let's see what's gonna happen today. Faisal says I'm short from 45.24. Yeah, that's a good level. That's a good level. I was thinking to short as well since it closed below VWAP, but again, I prefer to just not take the trade and give the full analysis of why I'm looking at a specific setup or level, basically. So yeah, so far I'm looking at that previous daily value high. Ooh, volume kicking in, okay. Very interesting. Nice fam, we are 10 likes away from 100, so do your boy a favor, smash that like button. The thumbs up is what I mean. Let me mark out that high volume node again. I think that could be an interesting one if it doesn't pull back all the way down. Good morning, Jyoti. I got the MGC previous day value high. Is it? Previous day value high. You are right. Let me check on minis if it's the same. Oh, minis is around the same level too. Yep, look at that. Rejections. Let's see if it goes above that high volume node, who knows? Maybe it could be a nice potential push up there. 30-minute looks decent, 1 hour in that equilibrium, 4 hour heavily overvalued. 12 not there yet. Let's see. I'm not fully convinced we could push up from here. Neither drop from here, so let's see. Nice fam, let's go. 100 likes. Let's get it up to 150 now. Maybe it was a false breakout? Potentially. I wouldn't even call this a breakout. It's still in this area, you see. I wouldn't even call this a breakout yet. There's a lot of volume here, so there's gonna be support resistance on these levels a lot. And so far, I think I've took what? Trade on gold almost every day? Let me check, because I said I was marking out the trades I took. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades for the week. Okay, let's see. Yep, you see all small moves that I was catching, even on range. Starting with Monday, this quick short 1.5 hour. Where is it? Let's start it again from 5 minutes. That trade was quite nice and quick. This one, another short move, and I decided to go for the compounding effect because the market was just ranging. And I think I did a pretty decent job of not being too greedy here on this day on Monday, because I took the trade on Asia, London and New York. Which this one I ended up closing at 1 hour because of a lot of resistance here, but same thing as yesterday, just freaking to the moon, right? So 3 trades on Monday, 1 loss that I took on Tuesday, and here I missed out on this short. I was looking for the short here, but I called out this move as well. This one was yesterday as well. Another loss on the stream, which I was like, didn't really care if I took a loss there. And this trade here from Asia, pretty quick and decent, so a win and another freaking win. So 2 losses and 5 wins. If you calculate it, that's pretty good, decent ratio in my opinion. So not my best week, but also not my worst week, that's for sure. Let me take this one off, monthly, make my chart a little bit cleaner. Good morning, Yasin. Profitable week. Yeah, indeed, man. Profitable freaking week. Jay says, bro, I don't understand everything you're talking about, especially that green and yellow vertical like radio frequency on the chart. This is my first time on the live chat. Well, welcome to our live stream here, my friend. Since you're new here, my name is Ryu. I trade with volume profile. This is called volume profile, hard time frame supply and demand, and order flow. So I suggest you to join our free Telegram. The link is in the description. We just did post the volume profile settings there yesterday, as you can see, and we will be dropping the video as well soon. So I suggest to join the free Telegram, even if you watch that quick video that we will be posting soon again. You're gonna learn a lot from volume profile. So if you don't understand anything, that's completely fine. Just if you have a question, feel free to ask. Darth says, hey Rio, I'm late. Could you please explain all again from the beginning? Missed. Sorry, I can't. Just rewind the stream, brother. Okay. Just rewind the stream. I know you're kidding. But that's why the people that are on time gets rewarded. But yeah, I suggest to rewind just so you know what I'm looking at today, because I gave a top-down analysis from monthly to the 15-minute, 5-minute. Where are you putting your volume profile for the weekly and the previous day? Previous week is basically previous week, so you put it from the previous weekly open till current week's open basically. I suggest you to save our shadow intel session map indicator. It's a free indicator. These orange lines you see here are the weekly dividers, so you can easily understand where is the previous weekly open and close, and then you can easily draw your volume profile here. And also we have the sessions as well in this indicator. There we go, that's the link for the indicators. You can easily see the radio frequency. You're funny. Binary Brother says, by the way, I think I finally understood one of the volume concepts today and managed to execute it successfully. I'm slowly getting the hang of it. That's awesome, brother. That's awesome. And you start to get how to use the volume profile and how to overall mark out the relevant key levels. Oh man, it's just gonna be so much easier to trade. I'm saying not easier in the terms of you're gonna have a 100% win rate, but like you're gonna understand the market movements and kind of anticipate it a little bit easier. Nice, fam. We are 21 subs away from 4.5k, man. Smash that subscribe button, fam. Also, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out when we go live. I'm live Monday through Friday, starting at 8 p.m. New York time. And make sure to be here on time, because as you can see, I give the full analysis at the beginning of the stream. Probably with more time in live trading, I understand all this about and how to use it. Yeah, exactly, man. A lot of the time, I'm not sure if you're maybe a new trader or maybe just new to volume profile, but every strategy at the beginning you're gonna feel overwhelmed and you're not gonna understand a lot of things, right? But again, if you stay locked in, you join always the streams, you're gonna learn so many things. Even the people that are here every day, they can say for themselves like how they've been joining every day and they've been learning everything, like basically new things every day, because I try to provide as much value as I can. First 15 minutes of the stream is very important. Oh, for sure. Nice. I'm ignoring you because your question is just random, bro. Instead of listening to the analysis that I've been giving, you've been asking some random questions. Alan says, Ryu, I'm aiming from 2510. 2510. You're aiming from? What do you mean aiming from? Are you in a short and you're looking for 25? I'm gonna invest everything you teach and provide so I could do this on my own. I'm very excited for the future. That's awesome, my friend. I've learned something interesting as well today. That's awesome, Cass. Awesome. And this is just the beginning of the stream. Alcaber, welcome to the stream, my friend. George, welcome as well. Great to see you back, Tiny Trades. Tiny Trade vibe. What's the difference between gold spot, order flow, and gold fair? Spot doesn't have order flow, bro. Only futures has access to order flow because the data is centralized, which as CFD is not. That's why there's no order flow for CFD. Yamid, welcome to the stream, my friend. Oh, you're in a short and aiming the high volume node. Previous day value high. Previous day value high, yeah. It could tap into it. That's what I'm waiting for. Can you show how to put your volume profile? Sure. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up first. We have almost 280 of you guys here, and we've reached 132 likes. Let's get it up to 150. So yeah, on the left bar here, you take your fixed range volume profile tool, and then you can draw it across whatever price level you want to use. You can use the volume profile in many different ways. You can use on a previous daily, you can use on a previous week, you can use on the current week, and you can use on a range. For example, in a range you mark out the volume profile. Sometimes you see the breakout, retest, continuation, or take out the lows, the manipulation, close above for the continuation. So I suggest you to join our free Telegram, as we give some educational manners there as well. We just posted about the volume profile yesterday. Today should be a short doji in H4. Yeah, I agree with you. That's why I said, like, you took out the 4-hour high, this current 4-hour to get the 4-hour high, and now flip bearish, which makes sense. I've seen this pattern so many times. And the next thing I want to watch is the 4-hour closure in 24 minutes. because I want to see if this 4-hour will close below previous day value high or not, because if it does close below, it could just make the top wick, tap into the value high and then go lower. But if it closes above, the next 4-hour opens up, take out the previous 4-hour low and then start to push up, there's gonna be a lot of good potential setups to the upside, like either from previous day value high or above high volume node that I have there. So the people that were here early at the beginning of the stream, they know what I'm gonna be looking at today. There is even a POC down here. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes there. Man, the sellers got wrecked right at the bottom here. Oh man, I'm gonna definitely mark this one out. I think that's slightly below the previous day value high. Yeah. It's at that 5-minute low. So basically here, 45.08. What we have there? That little range over there. Is there a specific setting for a volume profile? Yes, there is a specific setting that we use. The setting was posted yesterday on the free channel that we have, but we basically use the 128 roll size and 70 value area volume. Okay, tapped into the previous day value high. Let's see. On Tribit, what gold futures do you use? Micro or... Yeah, I use mini for the analysis nowadays. I used to do the analysis on micro because before, when I started trading with Orderflow, minis wasn't that clean for some reason. I don't know why, but then I started back testing it again and live testing it. I've been just using the minis, which is the GC, but I trade on micro, of course, which is micro gold, MGC. Okay, seller stepping in now. Once again, close below VWAP, go. Just continue. Why price action like that bad? What do you think about that? Price action? I don't think it's that bad this week. We've definitely had way worse price action. This week was choppy, so the price action, of course, is not gonna be the best, but then that's when your management is gonna come to place, right? That's why there's a reason on Monday I didn't went for a long or bigger risk to reward trades. I was just going for quick in and out, like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, same. That's why you see I might have taken like, oh sorry, here, my bad, I was looking at a different week. Here you see it was just ranging on Monday, Tuesday, and then the breakout on Wednesday basically, or Tuesday night, depending on where you are. So price action, of course, it wasn't that like the best trending market, but that's when you have to be careful with your risk management. That's why I didn't wait for big risk to reward ratio. Like on Monday I took 3 trades. I took 1 hour on Asia, 1.5 on Asia, 1 hour on London, and another 1.5 on New York. So that's in itself like 4 hour already. Then when these moves come, that's when we capitalize. I was in a long on Asia here. if I had holded that trade, but it's always coulda, woulda, shoulda, right? If we all knew what the hell market's gonna do next, we all would have been fucking billionaires. So definitely not the worst price action. First TP on sell with 100 pips. Thanks for the inspiration, JJ. That's awesome of me, huh? Awesome. Do you trade any stocks? No, I don't. I'm not that much into stocks. So you use mini chart to look for position, but then it's not that I look at the mini for taking position. I look at the mini for the data itself, like for the bubbles, for the footprint. But execution, yes, only micro for me. I'm becoming a real scalper here with your help. That's awesome. That's awesome. How can you use mostly 15 and barely 1 and 15? I use 1 and 5, but depends on the context. Depends on my execution. Sometimes I enter on 1, sometimes I have 5 minutes, but I'm not gonna be fixated on the 1 minute all the time. That's just stupid. Morning, friend. From Indonesia. Welcome, welcome. Help me understand the difference between SHAO USD and MGC. The difference is that SHAO is the CFD for gold or spot chart, and MGC is futures. So do a quick search what is futures and what is CFDs. Last week and this week is my best week so far. That's awesome, Yusuf. That's amazing. You've been freaking crushing it, man. That's why we call him Yusuf the market maker. Which do you trade, SHAO or MGC? Both. I trade both futures and CFDs. As you can see on SHAO USD, I trade on my Vantage account right here. I'll keep this one here for now. Best analysis anywhere review. You the man. Awesome, Adams. Thank you for the feedback, my friend. Yeah, same, Batman, same. Awesome, Kimberly from Hong Kong. The H4 and 1H looks like gonna have a strong pullback, move to downside. Yes, that's what I am anticipating, depending on the 4-hour closure. I'm not sure if you were listening, but that's exactly what I explained. Just join what we do now. Make sure to be here on time, 8 PM New York. That's when I give my full analysis. That's why the people that are always here on time get rewarded. Just see if this 15-minute will close below. I will wait for another 15-minute, and the reason is that it's the 4-hour closure on CFDs. That's gonna give, at least personally for me, a better clarity. Nico, I do the analysis on both on SHA USD and also GC, just to see if the key levels align or not, and just to have that extra confidence as well. So regardless if I trade just CFD or futures, I would do the analysis on both. Can it reverse from previous day value high? Potentially, that's what I'm waiting for, to see if it's gonna close below or above. So if it closes above, I'm gonna look for longs. And if it does close below the 4-hour at least, I'm gonna look for shorts. Peter says I'm already on my daily target from the sell, but I'm still waiting for a buy from POC because that's where I'll make the big money. Awesome, man. You mean the previous day POC? Or you have a different POC? Let me know. Nice, fam. We are 11 subs away from 4.5k. Let me zoom out a little bit. Alright, take care, Felix. Thank you for joining us. Nice, fam. Reached 150 likes. Now the next step is 170. I'm interested to see if it's gonna tap that level or not. Especially if the 4-hour opens up, tap there, gets rejected, and then flip bullish. That would be freaking nasty. What's up, Dimitro? Welcome to the stream, my friend. Dimitros, thank you for subscribing, my G. So my friends, since you're new here, my name is Ryu. I trade with volume profile and higher time frame supply and demand, and also order flow. I'm live here on a daily basis, Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. New York time. So I'm looking forward to see you soon. What do you mean don't press the sell? You just literally said above, I think we should sell now. What are you smoking, my friend? And then it's gonna drop, dude. I know you're gonna say, I told you it's a sell. How many trades do you take for one session? 1 or 2? How many? Thank you. It really depends. Sometimes no trade, sometimes 1, 2. I would say on average it's like 1 or 2 trades. Let's say 1 trade on average, because some sessions I take like 3 trades if I'm scalping. You try to take us as a liquidity? Ah, bro. I'm gonna wait for the 4-hour closure in the next 7 minutes. Definitely, I think we will have a pullback today. Definitely, I think we should have a pullback to the upside. Yeah, let's see, man. That's why I'm waiting for a 4-hour closure, because if this one flips bullish, it could push up way higher. Give me what you're smoking. Oh, you're funny. If we sell, we will get a bad risk to reward ratio. I disagree with that. I really disagree with that. There's a lot of room towards that. Basically, for me, it's worth it. Risk to reward is there, like entering here, stop either at the high or just above this high. The risk to reward is there, so I don't really agree with that. But being patient is what is gonna save us from taking a bad trade now. 6 more minutes. Alright, take care, my friends. Have a great sleep. Catch you on Monday. Good morning, Papa Z. Sorry, I'm late. Just finished full box session at work. Please don't scold me, sir. Oh, shame. You're late. Bad. No, but great to have you back, my friend. This is my first time watching. What is the usual risk reward to go? I go for a minimum 2 to 1, but when the market is ranging or maybe the risk to reward is not gonna be there, I go for a 1 to 1 as well, like this. But the minimum I usually go for is 2 to 1. So at least 2 R, if it makes sense. Yeah, actually, I mean, being patient is better for RR. Yes. In that case, yes, then I agree. Because, I mean, yes, we have like 4 more minutes, but you guys know gold is nuts. This could easily flip bullish. And I know gold could trap at the moment because I can already see some emotional people on the chat. Like, oh, should I sell? Should I buy? Oh, what should I do now? I'm like, yep, gold is doing its thing right now. I may not join live for a week, but I'll execute trades from VIP. I have exam, need to study. Don't accept it. Don't worry, my friend. Don't worry. What is your username on Telegram since you're in a VIP? Is it the same one? Tiny Trades? Because a lot of you guys have a different username from YouTube and Telegram, so. Nope, it's different. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah. That 1 hour is nasty. This 4 hour low is gonna be very interesting too. I wanna mark out this one for now. Yeah, you cannot argue with your mom, bro. Arguing with mom, you ain't gonna ever win, bro. Alright, 59 seconds. AMD is happening? Yeah, potentially, yeah, I agree with you. So far, sellers are stepping in quite nice. Nice, fam. We are 5 subs away from 4.5k. So, do your boy a favor, smash that subscribe button. And also don't forget to like, cause I see some lazy people here. Almost 300 of you guys here and 170 likes, which is already great. Alright, let's see. 4 hour already took out the low, the previous 4 hour low. Now the question will be, can it hold from the previous day value high? Because if that one holds and then flip bullish, something like this, could be quite decent. Something like that. Oh my god, why is this one not connected again? I hate this when happens. There we go. 2, 3 should be fine. Oh, top perfect to that level though. Bro, I was just gonna put my sell limit. What are you doing? Yeah, I don't know if I like to take the short. I would love to see the 5-minute codes in below here, yeah. Yeah, you see that level? I told you, bro. Freaking perfect tap and immediate reversal, bro. Once again, patience saved my ass from taking a stupid trade. Welcome to the stream. Take actions. Great to have you here, my friend. That level is a freaking magic, bro. Like, entry was there. Like, the entry model formed. Literally right here. But stop loss I would have put above here. Probably would have been out by now. Freaking patience, bro. Patience. Because it took out the previous 4-hour low. Wow, immediate drop down on the valuation. Now if this one flips bearish now, but stop loss is gonna be quite big. I don't like it. I don't know if I like it. How much Asia already made? Did it make the average already? Not there. The average could be actually that high volume note. Wow, this is crazy, bro. Told you I want to watch for that level because I possibly think there could be a reaction. And this is the possible reaction. Holy shit, man. Right, great to see you back, Harmon. Awesome, Redento. Awesome, my friend. Morning, Stefan. Great to see you, my friend. Oh, seller stepping in now again. Interesting. I would love to see a tap into this level before dropping, though. Not gonna lie, I would love to see a tap there. Wow, this seller's right at the top. Sellers are defending now. Not gonna lie, sellers are defending the shit out of the price right now. Maybe I give this one a shot if this one flips. The stop loss is quite big. Something like this. I would probably have to use like what, 1 or 2. Ah, 3 is fine still. I like that the sellers are stepping in, that's what I like. But I would love to see a tap there. Bars are stepping in again here. Now I want to see what's gonna happen with these bars here. Are you in a trade now? Robert, did you just join in or you're just not listening? Let me know. It's a genuine question. Your chart a little behind mine because that 5-minute candle already started reaping and pulling back then. It's because on mini sometimes it's a little bit slower. On micro is a little bit faster. But it's fine. It's not 5, it's not that much difference. Retrace to view up and then flip bearish. That could be interesting actually. Done. That could be interesting. Great to see you back, Drew. Thank you for a refreshing commentary review. Genuinely cannot understand some of the comments. Appreciate you, Mike. Yeah, again, I don't have an issue if you guys are new, or even if you're not new, you have questions, feel free to ask. But if I just explain something and they literally right after that ask a question, then I'm gonna assume either you're not listening, or you just joined in, or you just want to troll me. So that's why I always that question. Because a lot of people just join in for a signal, right? But that question was genuine, it's not to shit on you. Nice, fam. I want you guys to spam W's in the chat. We did reach 4.5k, fam. Freaking crazy. The growth has been absolutely nuts. I still have my sell limit there in case this won't flip. $5k next week? Oh, for sure, for sure. You thought about volume profile will take so much. That's awesome, Seth. Face reveal loading? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Yusuf. Oh, starting to look juicy. On 5K, you're giving us the playlist? Possibly. Possibly even before that. Like, I still like the idea of shorting here, but let's see if this 15-minute closure, cause that 4 hour taking out the lows. I wouldn't be surprised if it tries to push higher, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Did you went to college? Nah. I wasn't gonna be a doctor or engineer, so there's no point of me going to college. For what? To waste my time? For 8 years or something? Be an Uber driver after that? Oh, hell no. I'm good. What did you buy with your first payout? I took half of it and I spent on my car. Like, I would say 20% of that I spent only on tires because I went drifting. The other half I just reinvested everything back to the prop firms and my personal account. Wow, nasty push, bro. Oh man, patience saved my ass for a quick stop loss today, not gonna lie. How did you explain that to your parents? Oh, trust me. I tried to explain to my dad and I got my ass whooped. Oh, I got my ass whooped. So as soon as I turned 18, I'm like, nope, I'm good. And trust me, it was hard. My dad is Middle Eastern, so you guys that have a Middle Eastern dad, you guys know. You're not gonna be a doctor? You will study or I will beat your ass. I was like, nope, I'm not going. I'm cool. No, I'm just saying that as a joke, Abdullah, because I saw so many people going through that. I'm like, no, bro, I'm not doing that. I'm good. If other people wanna do it, cool. I don't wanna do it. You Turkish? No, 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 no. I'm half Iranian, and other half is Brazilian and Japanese. What the fuck, your dad is watching this? Oh, don't worry, he don't speak English. I wanted to become a politician, tell lies and get paid well. But unfortunately I was overqualified. Now that's the comment for the day. That's the comment of the day. He goes like, mother, pass me the belt. Oh yeah, trust me. Belt, sandals, wire. You would get whipped by everything. What we should do now, you should just dance. Do a dance and send us a video. You speak Persi? What the fuck is that? No, I speak Farsi. Or Persian, however you want to call it. My bison, you liked it? Did you? Oh yeah, actually on 5 minutes. Holy shit, that was clean. Holy shit, on 5 was clean. But I wouldn't take that one because first of all, we have the view up right above. The second 15-minute closure hasn't been there, so it could have easily flipped bearish. Michael, welcome to the stream. What are some of the main things you struggled with before you becoming this good, and how did you deal with managing times as long as it was starting? There's always combination of things, never one thing. So first, I would say was the biggest one. Patience. Second was over analyzing. I hope I'm typing this right. I'm bad at typing. Patience, over analyzing, not being aggressive when needed. Probably. What else? What else? Probably the other one would be like letting other people's bias on the market affect mine. Like for example, if I was looking for buy and I see so many people talking about short, I'm like, oh, maybe I'm wrong, you know, maybe I'm doing it wrong. Nowadays, I'm gonna just say it, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna trade what I see. I'm gonna trade my trades. I don't care if half of the world is gonna be against it. I don't care. I'm gonna take it. So I would say those were my main struggle. But patience and over analyzing, I would say, was my main thing. I wasn't patient. I was like a dumbass. Second was over analyzing, right? Especially when doing the higher time frame analysis. Learn to walk away, yes, that is for sure as well. Salam, Faisal, Khobi. How you doing, brother? If you like it or not, stop loss is zero. Yeah, exactly, man. Oh yeah, another big reason before that I was stuck in like a very long time for a break-even stage is always going for the home runs. Like always going for more than 5R, more than 3R. I see, like I really see on the price or the chart that there is a chance we could just like freaking reverse from here. But I'm like, no, what if it flips bullish and goes way higher and hold my trade? It's gonna be like, I don't know, a $2,000 trade or $5,000 or $1,000, whatever, right? Instead of just take the profit, if it pulls back, give another entry, you take it, and if not, pulls above another key level I have there, cool, I'll take it from there. I don't need to catch the whole move, bro. There's a reason my trades this week that was quite choppy looks like this, like on Monday. There's a reason. I wasn't gonna go for a home run. If I was gonna go for a home run, I would have been stopped out on break even here. And then enter again, maybe it would have pushed down, but if I was targeting the low for the liquidity, or chiquidity, whatever the fuck you guys call it, I would have been break even. Instead of just catching the small moves, or depends also on how what type of trader are you, right? Like if you want to swing trade, you're not gonna look for small moves. But based on how I trade, I don't look for the whole move. I just catch some part of the move. Cool, 1.5 hour here, 1 hour here, and another 1 hour here. Done. I'm already up like 3.5 hour for the day. You know? Yes, I might take a loss, which I will. That's completely normal. Another loss. But then I made it all back the next day on this one trade. And also on New York. So going for those home runs was always my issue as well. So you could call it greed. Yeah, greed is a big issue among the traders. Like a very big issue. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm still like, sometimes I'm going on a tilt that's completely like normal king, but the difference is how fast can I catch myself from those type of days, you know? Usually when I go on a tilt, like I ended up making everything back and then literally the next day or two. It's just a matter of not wanting to revenge from the market, quote unquote, if you take a stop loss. Like I literally took 2 stop losses in a row as I showed to you guys. What happened? It's literally the next day I caught that short on Asia, which was yesterday, and I made everything back. Like in one trade, so there's nothing to be worrying about. Like nobody has 100% win rate. So you're gonna catch the stop losses regardless. What do you mean aggressive when needed? I mean, like, for example, when we are trending like this, example, right? Example. And if I see many confluences, like for example, there was a high volume note here that I took. We had undervaluation. We had some other confluences. I was looking at Orderflow. I see everything aligning. Why would I keep over analyzing? Just take the trade, stop loss where it needs to be, and then let it run. Let it go. Let the trade go instead of saying, oh, but for example, the short that I took, I think it was here or something. Oh, but we are super bullish on gold. But the COT says this, COT says that. Who cares, bro? I'm gonna catch the small move. Who gives a fuck if the COT is bullish, bro? I wanna catch a small move here. If you're a swing trader, of course, the approach is gonna be different. But since I'm a day trader slash scalper, I take in consideration for a higher time frame, but I'm not gonna be freaking married to my bias, bro. Always another train leaving the station. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Agree. Alright, see you on Monday in that channel. Damn, you're uninstalling the MT5. That's some real discipline. So yeah, I forgot who asked the question. I hope that answered your question. It was Bully 5668. I hope that answered your question, my friend. So with lots of mix, you look more Japanese, Iranian, or Brazilian. You must be good looking guy. Nah, I look ugly as fuck, bro. I don't know, man. I don't look that much Japanese. Like if you look at me randomly on the street, you wouldn't tell that I'm Japanese. Neither Iranian, maybe a little bit. Maybe if I have to choose, I look more Brazilian. But even with that, it's hard to tell that I'm Brazilian. Fully in Cape Town. Awesome, my friend. South Africa. Great place. When you will call to enter, can you please share idea? Can you please pay attention? Or can you please be here on time? Because I gave my full analysis already. Oh man, what a nasty push. Let me check out something first. I wouldn't be surprised if that was a swing level. Nah, almost tapped into it though. It's about that previous day value high and also high volume node. 4 hour took out the low reverse. Could go for this highs here at 45.33 or even the other high if you actually want to be like super high volume. 45.41. So since the 5-minute is overvalued, I want to wait for a pullback, because if not, this would have been the trade already, taking it from the high volume node. But I want to be a little bit patient here, because as you can see, yes, it did took out this low, or almost took out this low, but it kind of pulled back here and came back to this fair value or range, however you want to call it. So definitely could go take out those highs before reversing and coming back to the range again. So I would love to see a pullback now, and then if there's gonna be an entry, taking it, targeting those highs. How's 15 looking? 15 looks nice so far. Let me mark out the range quickly. I bet there's gonna be, yeah, the high volume node there. The high volume node there is very interesting. Already tapped into it perfectly. So kinda you could see this as a resistance. Rio, you trade NQ, has some good volume. I trade NQ sometimes. For indices, I prefer much more Dow Jones. So YM, US 30, that's my baby. I haven't traded in a couple of weeks already because it's just been garbage lately. So I've been more focused on gold. Which country did you root for during the World Cup? Oh, of course Brazil. But Brazil was garbage this year, so I already kind of felt it wasn't gonna be World Cup champion this year, because Brazil didn't really play that well. But Japan was playing very good though, not gonna lie. Alright, see you in the VIP, King. Is the fixed range volume profile still valid from Thursday 3 p.m. UK time? 3 p.m. UK time. What time is that gonna be, my friend? Thursday. Is it the same range that I marked up? Let me know, Simon. Is this the same range that I just marked it out? Because I don't know if that would be the 3 p.m. UK time or not. Yeah, indeed, Sean. Exactly. Yeah, man, that long was super nice. Indeed, bro. But the 4 hour was close below, so it could have easily also flipped bearish, right? It's one of those setups. But that 5 minute, oh my god, that thing was clean. This 5 minute, holy, actually the entry would have been here because it took out the low, so probably a little bit lower. Holy, that would have been over 5 hour by now. It is what it is. You win some, you lose some. Alright, let's see now. It took out those highs, but I wouldn't be surprised if it goes for previous day high, the New York high, which is at 45.41. Let me mark it out actually. But you're gonna see this on my stream a lot if you're new. A lot of the time moves happen, but if I don't see like a clean trade, especially when we are ranging, I'm not gonna take it. So that does that mean that I might miss out on some trades? Possibly, yeah. But who gives a fuck? You can't catch every move. If you try to catch every move, then no wonder why you can't be profitable over time. That's the issue that I had also, coming back to the question of what did it took for me to be profitable. It's trying to catch every move, man. Trying to catch every single move. Oh, I missed on that. Oh, I missed on this. Yeah, cool. There's gonna be more opportunity, bro. Are we going for New York highs? Probably, man. Like, I wanted to see a pullback, but I don't think gold is gonna give us a pullback. To be honest, I think this motherfucker is gonna just go take out the highs. Even if I would have entered the place I wanted to, would have been at 1 hour already. It is what it is, bro. Now, if the 5 minute pulls back here, maybe I'll give it a shot. I'm gonna check out the 1 minute as well. I'm not gonna be surprised if it just pulls back to the 1 minute areas. Swing value high on 1 minute. Ooh, yeah, basically that high volume note. So something like this. That's actually pretty decent, bro. If I wanted to be aggressive, I would have just put a limit buy here. Or buy stop. Show your fixed range volume profile from 11 p.m. Japan time to the current candle. 11 p.m. So basically this one. But if you want to take the range, why not take it from here? Because that would make this sense. If I take it from here, I think the line's basically the same. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. Long do, welcome to the stream, my friends. Oh, okay, it took out the previous day high. Like it was nothing. Holy crap, man. If you took a long here, all I'm gonna say is just well done, bro. And look at that immediate reversal, bro. Wow, look at all the bars at the top. If this one starts dropping now, oh man, this is gonna be an interesting flip or reversal. Oof. Also, don't forget, that's also the monthly supply. That is interesting. What do you say? Compare Bitcoin and gold? It just seems gold is one leg behind and will jump another leg. Yeah, I've heard that one. I did a quick look. Sometimes it does happen. Yeah, I've seen that correlation for sure. But I haven't looked at the dollar correlation for too much lately because the correlation has been so off. So off. I didn't even updated my key levels yet. That freaking weekly resistance again, bro. Look how clean that is. Super clean, man. That resistance that I had. Wow. But it is close to that weekly demand on custom chart. Wow, perfect tap, by the way. Wow, beautiful. So the question is, will dollar close like this and create a new weekly supply or not? I don't think it's gonna flip bullish, to be honest, with this drop. So most likely we'll create a new weekly supply and potentially use this range for next week's pullback scenario to this range. Wow. Oof. What the hell is gold doing today, man? But it makes sense though. Look at all the trap bars at the top. I usually take the trades based on the key level. If not, I would have literally shorted right here as soon as I saw the seller stepping in. That is crazy. You're in shorts already? Nice one, Badman. Nice one, user. Yeah, watch out for this key level if you want in a short, because this could be a nice level for you to either take profit or just close the trade, because it aligns with the view up too. Most likely we will see some sort of a bounce from there. Yeah, I mean, look at the difference. Look at how much gold dropped while dollar didn't do shit, basically. What the hell is these moves today, man? Holy. Not even providing me with one good entry. Literally, talk about V-shaped recovery. Talk about V-shaped recovery. E1. Nice one, user. Nice one, brother. Let me check out the swing on 5. No, what about 1? Yeah, it's in a very odd position right now. Yeah, for sure. I think you're a bot too, with that username, with that ID. Just put whatever beside that one. But just let me know if you change your name so I can know who you are. What do you think of RSI divergence? I like RSI. I used to use RSI a lot. So yeah, RSI is pretty good. I have a setting for RSI that I used to use. Forgot if it was the stochastic or just a normal RSI. Yeah, I think it was the stochastic that I used to use. I believe I used to have a setting of 358 or something like that. I have to look at it. I haven't used RSI in a very long time. After starting using the valuation scanner, this has been my main indicator, because it's actually based on something, right? Not just the candles. It actually measures the instrument you're looking at against whatever you choose here. So for example, I'm measuring against the dollar at the moment, and for indices we use the bonds, which is the ZB1. There you go. That's gonna be the link on the chat for the valuation scanner. Just give it a look, read through on our website, see how it works, how to use it, because I use it on a daily basis, and it can be used on a lower time frame, higher time frame, like daily, which is quite accurate, and I like it. And that swipe of the high was absolutely nasty. If it pulls back to the high volume node here, I think I will give it a shot for shorts, depending on the price development, right? Oh, look at that. I told you guys to watch out for that level. Ooh la la. Now it can go for a POC, which is at that 5-minute high. So basically here. Yeah, I don't want to take the trade where he is right now here. I would much rather come up, do this, or come down for a continuation, or even closing below. First TP since following you. That's awesome, Dwi. That's awesome, my friend. Such a bummer I couldn't find a good entry, but glad you guys were quite active. Okay, it's trying to close above the swing value high again. Edwin, welcome to the stream, my friend. This looks good. Especially rejecting from VWAP. It could easily go towards this high now. Oh, it already went, bro. Yeah, today is one of those days, man. As I'm telling you, it's not even showing me a good entry. It's just going, bro. I'm thinking about putting a buy or sell limit. This guy just goes. So days like this are gonna happen, guys. It's completely normal. No, man. That would have been a fast trade though, I'm not gonna lie. That would have been a super fast trade. Let's see, did tap into the high volume node. I'm gonna watch the 1 minute. 5 minute is overvalued, so if this one gets rejected, maybe I'll give it a shot for shorts. Targeting the high volume node down there. But it has to close below. But I would like to see it come up, tap into this area if he wants to be weaker. Would be 2R again, yeah, man. Like, it is what it is. I'm not gonna chase or FOMO trade. Five minutes still not closed yet, so let's see. 15 doesn't look great. Yeah, this 30-minute closure will be also crucial in 10 minutes. I think if it goes above the high volume node, could go for another push up, but closing below, yeah, I'm probably gonna take the reversal to the downside. Because the 4 hour already took out the low here on the open and also took out the highs. Did it tap my level? Oof, almost. Scalper dream? Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. TP1 hit, that's awesome. In one core. Joseph as well, TP2. Awesome, my friend. Good night. Shab bakhair. Shab bakhair, my friend. Take care. I'm looking at RSI on the 1 hour, and if it's candlestick better, should yeah, that would be interesting. Gracie, welcome to the stream. Thank you for subscribing. I can see that we are 2 likes away from 200, fam. So do me a favor, smash that like button. Do you boy a favor and smash that like button. Five minutes starting to look good, man. Nice, almost 210 like. Let's go, fam. You guys are freaking amazing. But today, high volume nodes were the key point, man. Not gonna lie, the high volume nodes today was absolutely beautiful. Ah, man, look at that already. But again, it's very tight because most likely it would have been a scalp for me if it would have tapped at the highs here. And the reason I didn't took it because still can go for it. And at the low here, hasn't closed below here, so it could easily again tap here, get rejected, go up. So it is stuck in this range at the moment on a lower time frame. But also on like a 1 hour, it's still just ranging as you see. It's just barcoding, right? But you see how many trades that it showed us, like opportunity in general. If you do have a top-down analysis, you know what you're looking at. Then you go to the lower time frame, then that when it makes sense. That's why you're never gonna see me do the full analysis on only 1 and 5 minutes. I'm not gonna look at this, I'm like, oh, we're super bearish, oh, we're super bullish. Nope. Context matters. That's why I always start with the higher time frame. Then that allows me to know when to take this kind of scalps or this shorter trade or shorter time trade. Today was really bad. It's not bad, even though I missed like 2 trades already, but it didn't show me the perfect, not the perfect because I never chase perfection, but it didn't show me what I like to see before taking the reversal, especially when we are in a range. So I think patience was key today, and if you had a hard time trading, I think probably look back, zoom out a little bit, see where could have you improved or would have you been able to avoid some of those trades. Because if you were able to avoid those trades, then you know your analysis wasn't wrong, it's just your patience wasn't there, right? That's a lot of problem that the traders have. They take a stop loss or they have a bad day, they think, oh, the market is bad or the analysis is bad. But if you zoom out and if you see that you could have avoided the trade by being patient, then it's not the trade that was bad, it's you that didn't have patience. And it's a hard pill to swallow, you know. But when you start taking accountability for your own trades, that's when you're gonna see a lot of difference in your trading, my friend. Trust me. We get the 50-minute of the price pullback. Yeah, exactly. That's the same 4-hour rejection that I talked about. That's why I wanted to take the short from there on the 1 minute, and I don't want to take it from here because one pullback is gonna stop me out. This would have been the trade, but very choppy. And on 5 minute makes sense if you want to enter now, but where's the reward? Is it there? Maybe. I like this 15-minute rejection actually. I really like this 15-minute rejection, not gonna lie. Maybe I'll give it a shot with not that big of a risk. Let me put in yet because I know some of the guys are gonna be already emotional. But again, we have the view up there, so I don't know if I want to take the trade, you know. Price action wise, beautiful. Looks like it wants to drop. But view up is right there. And it's holding me back. Because look at this rejection already. So there's definitely some interest here for the buyer. But if he wants to drop, this targeting this level, so basically that's gonna be the previous day value high. I think it's gonna be pretty easy work. Yeah, it's gonna be like 1.7 R or something. Stopped above the high. Yeah, that's the only thing that would make sense at the moment. So I'm being honest, like I want to take this short, but there's so many conflicting stuff going on here. I'm struggling with patience, bro. I keep analyzing the trade the right way by entering them at the wrong time. That's good and also bad. Bad because of course you're entering wrong, but good that you know where your problem is, so you need to work on your entry time. That means that you're impatient, right? Or it could be that you're not waiting for the higher time frame closures like 1 hour, 4 hour, whatever, right? I don't know the style you trade, but if your analysis is correct and your entry is wrong, that's very good, because I used to be that person. Like I would call out every move, but I was always taking stop losses before going to my TP, right? That doesn't mean that you're a bad trader. That means just you need to work on your entry. Your execution is the problem. Your analysis, as you said, it's going your way, so you know you are a good trader in terms of analysis, right? You're going at it correct. You just need to work on the execution. And that's up to you, because I don't know the way you trade, so you have to journal your trades and see where you make a mistake. That's the issue I had for a very long time as well, so I can tell you by experience. So I hope that made sense, Sky Official. But that nasty rejection, oh my days. And the divergence, this blue bubble here, or blue dot. That shows that one side was way more aggressive than the other side. And you saw the immediate reversal. So even though I didn't took any trade and missed out on this move, I think I'm pretty happy with my results, because I saved myself from a stop loss as I was looking for a short here. I think I saved one unnecessary loss there. Another divergence right now. Interesting. So can it close above and continue another push up? That's gonna be interesting. Let's see how this 15-minute is gonna close. And also it's the 1 hour. What's up, Naji? Great to see you, my friend. Yeah, man, talk about crazy day. 1 hour, okay. 1 hour looks like it wants to drop right now, but it's so rangy here right now. Yeah, based on this closure as well, not the best. Look at that. Batman on action. Crushing it. That overvaluation though. Oof. Clean. So my friend, awesome. Very choppy. It's gonna drop, then it's gonna find support here, then it's gonna push up, find resistance. It's gonna be the same shit over. Definitely need to see a closure below here or above here. I'm not gonna take any action in between. Let me turn on the view up too. Oh, where the hell that move came from? Oh, look at all the sellers right now. Wow. But this still means nothing since the price is here. But I like how aggressive they are. The sellers are very equally distributed. If they can keep this pace right now, I think this is gonna be a nice drop. Unless 5-minute flips bullish and trap all the sellers. But the volume dried out. Like, look at this, 1.3, 3.1, then 900, and then 400. There you go. Look at all the sellers right now. Wow. Okay, something is definitely cooking up. Another tap to view up. But it seems like this time it's way more aggressive. They are still opening more. Oh my god. Okay, I think we're gonna see a nasty drop from here. Not gonna lie. Still waiting for the perfect execution. Yeah, I wouldn't call it perfect, because if you always chase the perfect trade, it's never gonna happen all the time. But in this condition, yeah, I agree with you. There you go, that's the push. You see, I called out this move already before it happened, so it's literally on the screen. I can literally tell when the things like this happen. But now it's close to that freaking high volume node. You see how tight this is? Like, very tight to trade. Unless you are a super scalper, then whatever. It's the POC of that this range as well. Wow. So far it looks good to drop. How you say like that guy, I told you. Of course, I told you. Always after the move happened. Never rush yourself and you'll be super. 100% agree, my friend. Looks good, bro. Starting to look good. But it's not impossible for 15 minutes to flip bullish. Not bullish, at least above the VWAP. Look at that rejection from high volume node. Oh my days. This is what I mean by it's very tight. Unless you're gonna trade on 1 minute, as you can see, it's super freaking nice. 1 minute, then another 1 minute entry. If you get stopped out, you get stopped out. Who cares? Because this is scalping. You win some, you lose some. But it's very tight, bro, between these two high volume nodes. Not high volume there anymore. It's more equally distributed right now in this area. So there's a lot of volume in this area right now. And you can see how ping pong it's been playing out. And then drop, tapped into this high volume node down here, pulled back to the range. And now tapping into this high volume node, which is also the POC of that range, already rejecting. Yeah, it's one of those days, man. It's gonna be annoying sometimes. And I believe it already made the average, like 0.8. Yeah, 0.78. There you go. So I'm not gonna expect a bigger move, at least at the moment. At least at the moment. But if the next 4 hour closes below previous day value, I think that's when it starts to build up the momentum to the downside because of the 4 hour valuation, and also swiping the highs, tapping into the Monday supply again. So definitely could happen. Well, I'm not gonna say definitely because nobody knows what the hell this market's gonna do next, but I'm just saying in general. What's that average? So I've done a backtesting on Asia session. You can do it for yourself as well. If you take the bottom to the top or top to the bottom on every Asia session, on average it's making 0.8 to 1.2% almost every day, almost, unless it's ranging, right? So it's starting to like how do I say this? I use this as a confluence to see if there's gonna be potential any bigger moves, or we potentially already made the average. Like for example, this is on Thursday, 0.96. This is probably less, but 0.8, 0.87, 1.1, 1.1. You see, the top to the bottom, 1.1. So the average I'm taking from Asia session, this was a bigger move, so it made like 1.7, but 1.1, you see. So average, let's say like 0.8 to 1%. 1.5, this was a bigger move. This was more rangy on Monday, 0.9 almost. See how consistent it is? 1.4. So you can do a backtesting for yourself as well, guys, but you saw that gold on average, it makes 0.8 to 1.2% on average. So it's a cool little data that you can add to your trading confluences as well. Like it was super obvious, taking out the highs, made the average, overvalued, boom, pull back. But didn't give me a clean entry model, so that's why I didn't took the reversal there. London moves 0.0001. You're right. London is one of those sessions, either it's gonna be super good and moves, or it's gonna be garbage and sideways. But still tradable if you're a scalper. Like yesterday, not so much, it was just ranging. But like the days before, I took a couple of trades on London, like a quick one-to-one. I believe I took the long here. Here I didn't trade, but this was just garbage. Here I took the short on Monday. I literally have it here. There you go. That little short, quick, push to the downside, only 1 hour. It would have been a full TP, but it started to pull back, so I was like, yeah, I'm closing. So yeah, only trading small moves on London's, unless it's gonna be like moving, which is gonna be very nice. But also I've realized on London, when London is gonna be good, it starts the week on either Monday or Tuesday very good, and it tends to be good for the rest of the week. That's something I've noticed with London sessions. I'm really confused in the market right now. What are we hoping? That's the thing, bro. As I said, it's very tight. So every time it tries to push up, gets rejected. Push down, get rejected. So this is called ranging. So in ranging is where a lot of people lose money because they think we're gonna see the breakout. Oh, let's take a long. Oh, reversal. Let's take a short. Then it takes out the low. They get trapped at the bottom again and then pull back to the range. But I love trading ranges. Like with this style of trading. Swipe in the highs. If there is any order flow confirmation, sellers are stepping in. Boom. You see? So again, as I said, if it does close below the previous day value high, I'm expecting a deeper pullback towards the previous day POC. So anything below 45.12 potentially could be a momentum towards the 44.92. If not, I'm not expecting to price move this level anytime soon. And by anytime soon, I mean until it breaks out, of course. I don't mean that it's gonna range for the whole week. Golden, you changed your name finally from user. Alright, see you tomorrow, Batman. Miss the trade, always better than unnecessary stop that. Exactly, man. Like, as I said, this is where a lot of people lose money because they get into the FOMO, right? Oh, pushed up. They try to catch the move. If they entered here, cool, but if they entered the high thinking that it closed above, it's gonna push up. This is the type of failure that I like to take the reversal. That's why I always wait for a confirmation if I want to be more on the momentum phase here. But this is where a lot of people get wrecked. Like, they get caught into this range, they try to short here, then it gets rejected here, then they're probably gonna take it long and then pull back. So this is where a lot of FOMO kicks in, bro. This is where you're gonna see if you're actually patient or not. So the move was the short from view up in the morning, as I said. From here, you probably would have hit TP at the previous day value or high. Some of you guys took. What the hell happened? The second was the long here. I was waiting for a proper closure because this could have easily dropped lower. And yeah, gold, as you can see, just went to the moon. Again, I missed out on the trade, but I also managed to save myself from taking an unnecessary loss here. As I said, I was looking for short, but then we had a very important key level on order flow, which was right here. They're aggressive sellers that got trapped at the bottom. What happened? Tap, immediate reversal. So right now it looks like it wants to continue lower. based on this closure. Not gonna lie, there's a lot of sellers on that candle. And also it closed below VWAP. So would I give it a shot from the flip? Thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. Seriously. I'm thinking about it. I like this if this one flip bearish, not gonna lie. Going towards the low. So something, oh, wrong one. So something like this on the flip. Stop above that 5-minute high. Targeting 2 to 1 potentially. I'm thinking about it, but again, it hasn't closed below the high volume node. So I'm a little bit on the fence on this one. Exactly, man. I'm always learning something new. I'm starting to like this, not gonna lie, guys. I'm gonna give this one a shot. Unless I see a lot of buyers stepping in, then I will close my limit order. And let's see. Yeah, it's holding from the POC of that range as well, so it's definitely on the risky side. So manage your own trade, guys. Don't forget, this could be easily a stop loss as well. The same way that it could be easily a win. But I like this. Starting to like it. I think I got tagged in. Yeah. Ooh, a lot of buyers stepping in right now. Only on micro though. If these buyers get trapped, I'm willing to hold it. If not, I will close my trade. Again, a little bit aggressive trade, okay? So manage your own trade. Don't full port it, because if you take a stop loss, you're gonna blow your account. You're gonna be crying. I don't want to see anybody crying. Yeah, buyers are stepping in, I guess. Give me a moment. Let me fix something here. There we go. Yeah, I think buyers are stepping in right now again. Same place. Darren, welcome to the stream, my friend. Hmm. 5-minute close above the value. VWAP again. Bubble. could push up here, tap into this level as well before dropping, potentially. If you don't get the continuation right now, either to the upside or to the downside, I think it's just gonna range for the rest of Asia session, most likely. You have a video on how to set up the indicator you use to know the volume. Yes, I have, but it's inside the VIP. Yeah, most likely we'll just try to push up again. Makes sense. From that high volume node getting rejected again. That's why I said I went half risk. It's a little bit risky. See for value gap that I tapped into. Which one? This one? Yeah, it was a high volume node there too, so again, seeing the 4 hour flipping, not 4 hour, I think it was 1 hour flipping. Yes, 1 hour flipping, trying to go for those lows again. I tried to catch that momentum, but again, so this could easily flip bullish, and yeah, probably gonna just tap into the high volume node again, just range, then come down, go up. Probably gonna just do the same. Yeah, once again, high volume node, hold it again. Closing below VWAP, that's why I wanted to go for that short continuation. I don't see aggressive buyers stepping in right now. That's interesting. That. No aggressive buyers on minis, that's interesting. Makes me wonder what's gonna happen with this 15-minute closure in 4 minutes. Where is this? Let me take a screenshot, add to this to the journal. Yeah, it's just playing ping pong between those two high volume nodes. If this 1 hour flips bullish, oh my days. That's gonna be interesting. Can you put your RR level on the spot chart? This is literally spot chart, my friend. M1, M15, H1, volume buy again. Yeah. What's it doing here? Sellers were so aggressive here, then they literally got exhausted. They were like, nope, we're tired. Buyers take back in control. No crazy movement though. Even stop loss because I didn't enter. Funny. Is there your stop loss get hit? Yes. As I said, I was gonna go half risk because this was a little bit on the riskier side. I wanted to see the continuation there, but closing below VWAP, everything was starting to align a little bit better. But then came back to the range again. They're playing bingo. They're playing ping pong, bro. They don't really want to leave this area right now. I wouldn't be surprised later on we see some out of nowhere freaking news comes out, gold start booming or dropping crazy again. That's how gold has been moving lately. Gold is like range, boom. Nasty 1000 pips move. Just like yesterday. Okay, volume kicking in again. Look at that. Yeah, it's just most likely gonna range. As I said, I think the major move was this one, the short, and also the long from here, which some of you guys took. Could be a rangy gold until at least the next 4-hour closure, which is in 2 hours and a half. So basically pre-London. Looks like he wants to go for this level now that I was waiting for at the beginning. But I'm not too sure about that one. Did it tap into it? Yeah. Tap to that high volume node again. Let's see. Guess it will break now to the top. Let's see, man. So far rejections are nice. Look at that. If it breaks to the upside, that's at least good, because it would be above the high volume node. In that case, I'm willing to take the long there. If not, I think it's just gonna come back to the same freaking range again. Yeah, look at that. If I'm in a trade, it will be on the screen. Take action. Yeah, this or the next 15-minute candle. Yeah, I agree. So, cause this 30-minute didn't close above, it just closed like 3 minutes ago. I think the next move is just wait for the 1 hour. Cause if the 1 hour closes above, I think there's gonna be way better chance we could go push another one more time to the high volume node. So let's see. Look at that immediate rejection. Even the view up is in zigzag. Yeah, man, for sure. That's what happens when it's ranging, right? It's just close it below, doesn't care, then it's close above. It's the same shit over and over again. So I'm probably just gonna call it a day here and see if it can break out. So mark out these two high volume nodes. And if it does close below the previous day value or high, that could be interesting drop there. Yeah, that would be interesting, Fubu. That would be nice. That's why I said there could be a news after, so same shit's gonna happen. Nasty drop down and then push up, which would be that it would tap also into this range slash previous day POC. Manipulation during London. Yeah, that could be the case. That could be the case. So yeah, for now I'm just gonna keep the same high volume nodes that it's been getting rejected so far. London's gonna sweep the highs and retrace the POC. That's also another scenario. Yes, indeed, Benjamin. Benjamin? Yeah, that could be another scenario as well. So far, holding from this high volume node again as well. So yeah, I'll keep the guys inside the VIP updated after the stream, because this is a process always. We start on Asia session, then we continue on VIP. So this is all one together. It's not like a separate thing. So we are gonna be in the VIP in the same process, talking about the setups, the key levels. This is the trade we took yesterday, and as you can see, the guys already were chatting about gold today while I was on the stream. Look at that. He took the long from that high volume node slash gap that it has here. That was a nice one. That was a very nice one. So yeah, I will catch you guys inside the VIP, and for the rest of you guys, I will catch you Monday. I will schedule the stream right after this one. So thank you all for joining in again, and I will catch you guys later. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell as well, so you don't miss out when we go live. And have a great evening or morning, depending on where you are. Alright, have a good one, fam. Cheers.